Moving into the series with Simha Mudra or Simhasan. In fact, in Yoga Upanishad, it is called Simha Garjan Asana. So, as the name indicates, it is a posture which a lion assumes just before attacking the prey. So, it's very important to assume that attitude before performing that mudra or the posture. Now, this mudra is not very good-looking mudra. It looks scary, but that is what a lion does before attacking its prey. So in Singha Mudra, what we do, we inhale before exhaling, or we exhale with the tongue coming out of the mouth, trying to touch the chin. Also, the palms are firmly on the knee, fingers are stretched out, and you lean forward and you create sound from the mouth. This is the one segment. This in the second, and along with that, you start looking in between your eyebrows. Now this is Shambhavi Mudra. So basically, even though this is Simha Mudra, it is combining two mudras. Traditionally, they used to assume a posture in which the ankles used to be crossed, and the aim was to sit on that so that the heel gets pressed against your perineum and you activate your Mulabandha. You can do that. I will show you the posture, or you can assume any posture as per your comfort. So let me show how traditionally it used to be done. So basically, when you assume the traditional posture, this used to be the sitting posture. This, and you used to get your perineum on the heel. This. You can always assume that posture if you want to, and if you're not very comfortable with that posture, as many are not, you can assume any posture as per your comfort. This is like I have assumed a simple Sukhasana. Hands are on the knees. You inhale. Before exhaling, you start stretching your tongue out and you are trying to touch the chin. In the process of stretching your tongue, you're also pressing your palms firmly on the knees and fingers are stretched out. Your shoulders goes up and you are actually leaning forward. So let's start. Hands on the knees. Just go forward. Lean forward as much as you can. Arms are tall, so your shoulders are going close to the ears. Hold on to that. Inhale. And before, as you start to exhale, also start creating the sound. So inhale. Once you're done with the mudra, the posture, close your eyes immediately. For some of you who are not used to this one, you might feel, shooting headache. And it's only because your eyes are moving upward. Now remember, when I'm talking to somebody or when I'm, doing any movement of the eyes, it's not the eyes which are independently moving. Like if I'll have to talk to you, it's not the eyes which will move, the head moves. So eyes are not used to those kind of exercises. So this is one of the most recommended the practices for your eyes. People who are exposed to screen for longer period of time, they have myopia, they have a weak eyesight, they can improve that with regular practice of that. So let's see what other benefits can be gained by practicing this very regularly. So as we saw, the tongue was out. So what we were doing, the whole area, the face was stretched out, the cheekbones were going up. So you can define your cheekbones properly. You can give a very good facial massage to your face by increasing the blood flow. Your neck area is toned up and your double chin is removed. That is very much on the surface level. You can beautify yourself. You don't need to go to beauty parlor. Now coming on the throat area, it is working on stretching and stimulating your larynx, your pharynx, your salivary gland. It's one of the most recommended for the singers who practice it very regularly. It is also recommended for people who snore a lot or who have sleep apnea problem, because the upward flow of breath is very much restricted, and that's one of the reasons. So when they do that, this area is strengthened and they can get rid of those problems. This practice is one of the most recommended again for people who have hyper or hypothyroid, as it works in these areas, targeting the thyroid and the parathyroid gland, and helps balance the secretion in this area. Apart from that, it helps managing BP. So combine this along with your Jiva Mudra practice, and this will really help you a lot. You can also combine Brahma Mudra along with this. Remember, when you were doing that, your mouth and nasal passage both were open. So you can inhale and exhale from either of those. Also, you have to gaze in between your eyebrows. Don't apply force or don't stare. So that will also increase your attention, concentration, and will take you into a meditative state. So practice well, practice happily, look beautiful, feel beautiful. Till then, namaskar.